ముందుగా ప్రియమైన విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వారి తల్లిదండ్రులకు నమస్కారం. నా పేరు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజీలో చైర్మన్. నేను ఈ రోజు 10th క్లాస్ విద్యార్థులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఏమిటనగా, మనందరికీ తెలుసు, గత 2 సంవత్సరాలుగా కరోనా కారణంగా విద్యార్థులు ఎటువంటి పరీక్షలు రాయకుండానే పై తరగతులు పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫలితంగా ఐఐటి జేఈ మరియు నీట్ లాంటి జాతీయ స్థాయి పరీక్షలను సాధించడం కష్టతరం అవుతుంది. దీనిని అధిగమించడానికి మరియు 10వ తరగతి పరీక్షలో అత్యధిక మార్కులు సాధించడానికి నేను మీ ముందుకు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా అనుభవజ్ఞులైన అధ్యాపకులచే ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులు, హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్ మరియు గత ప్రశ్నపత్రాల సమాధానాల విశ్లేషణ ఇవ్వబడును. కాబట్టి నేను విద్యార్థులకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులను మరియు హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్లను క్లాస్ రూమ్లో కూర్చొని చదువుకున్నంత సీరియస్గా చదువుకోవాలను. ఇంకొకటి ఏమిటనగా, ఈ యొక్క క్లాసులు విన్న వెంటనే అర్థం చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయవలను. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం అంటే కేవలం చదవడం కాదు, పేపర్ మీద రాయవలను. అలాగైతే గుర్తుండిపోతుంది. దీంతో పాటు మీ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ని పరీక్షించుకున్న కొరకు త్వరలో ప్రీ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు కూడా నిర్వహించబడు. ఈ యొక్క అవకాశాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలని 10th చదివే విద్యార్థులకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను.
Welcome back, students. I am Yogananda. You are learning mathematics for class 10, statistics. You learnt in our previous classes how to find the mean by using direct method and assumed mean method when grouped data is given. In the examination, you will be given grouped data in the form of a tabular form. A tabular form is given very clearly. A tabular form is given. With the help of the tabular form, you have to find the mean. You learned 2 methods. First method is direct method. Second method is assumed mean method. Now we are going to learn step deviation method. What is the formula for direct method? What is the difference of the formula in assumed mean method? You should be very careful in seeing that. Direct method formula is sigma fi xi by sigma fi. In assumed mean method, we assume a as the mean. A plus sigma fi di by sigma fi. Now we are going to do one more method called step deviation method. I am doing the same problem by step deviation method. So let me write the problem on the board. Ten, 25, 25 to 40, 40 to 55, 55 to 70, 70 to 85, 85 to 100. All these 3 are 666, 237. Same problem. How to find mean, class interval, frequency. You are given this problem in the examination. Find mean. You can do it by direct method, assumed mean method, step deviation method. If mentioned specific ga స్టెప్ డీవియేషన్ మెథడ్లో చేయండి అని అంటే తప్పకుండా అదే మెథడ్లో చేయాలి. యూ మస్ట్ హ్యావ్ టు వర్క్ అవుట్ ద ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇన్ స్టెప్ డీవియేషన్ మెథడ్ ఓన్లీ. సో ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ హియర్ స్టెప్ డీవియేషన్ method. There are 3 methods to find mean. Find mean using step deviation method. You must have to do it by step deviation method. So for that I want to explain how to draw the tabular form. First draw the two columns, rows as two columns. What is the first column? Class interval. What is the frequency here? N. N is also written as frequency. What is the first one? 10 to 25, 25 to 40, 40 to 55, 55 to 70, 70 to 85, 85 to 100. So, I want you to remember how to draw the table, how many columns you have to draw, how many rows you have to draw. I will explain each and everything so that you can remember. In direct method, what is the additional column? You have written xi. Do you remember that? The same thing again you have to write. 2, 3, 7, 6, 6, 6. The total here is sigma fi is equal to 30. You can round it off this way. In direct method, what is the additional column? Xi. What is the additional column Xi? 17.5. Next one is 40 plus 25, 65 by 2, 32.5. Next one is add 30 or 15 to this, 47.5. Next 62.5. Next 77.5. Next 92.5. First direct method, these are the three columns. One additional column you have to find out. What is that? Xi. Multiply Xi Fi, add it up and divide by 30, you will get the answer. That is direct method. Assumed method, you have to assume one value as mean, assumed mean. After assumption, you have to carry out di. So, as in the earlier problem, shall we assume this as A? This is assumed as A. Assumed mean. What is it written as? A. This is what we assumed as mean. What is di? Xi minus A. 47.5 minus 47.5, 0. 32.5 minus 47.5 minus 15 minus 30 plus 15 plus 30 plus 45. This is assumed mean method. These were the columns. Now you have to write one more column. What is the one more column you have to write? Ui. How to find ui? I will tell you. What is the class interval length h? What is the length of the class interval? 10 to 25. 25 minus 10 is 15. Am I right? We shall write that as 25 minus 10 is equal to 15. 40 minus 25 is equal to 15. Next 55 minus 40 is equal to 15. Am I right? So, you have to divide this di by 15. What do you get? Di divided by 15. 15 is this. What do you get? Minus 30 by 15, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3.
Hello students, myself Sunil Kumar Badal. I have done my BTech from IIT Kanpur. Here at K. Venkanna classes, I teach chemistry. So, right now I know you all are busy with your board exam preparation, but let me ask you a question. Suppose you want to be a cricketer. Who would you choose your coach? A cricketer or a wrestler? Answer is definitely cricketer. So, in the same way here, we are the group of IITians, NITian and doctor. So, if you really want to crack or get a seat into IIT, NIT or any top medical colleges, come here and join us. What are you waiting for? Thank you.
So, observe that first two columns original given, third column we wrote it, DI is we have written it with the help of difference. Difference is divided by what? Size of the class interval, length of the class interval. What is the length of the class interval? 10, 25, length is 15. So, length is the same. So, we have to divide by that, you get it. Now, UI, XI, FI, UI, FI, 2 into minus 2, minus 4, 3 into minus 1, minus 3, 7 into 0, 6 into 1, 6 into 2, 6 into 3, 18. Now, add up all this. 18 plus 12, 18 plus 12 is 30 plus 6, 36 minus 4 minus 3 is minus 7, am I right? Which is equal to 29. Which is equal to 29. You can see it here. This, how do you write it? This 29 is written as sigma UI Fi. You can write it this way. Now, I am writing the mean formula. A plus, what is this? H. H is equal to 15. So, H sigma Fi UI divided by sigma Fi. H is equal to 15. So, what is assumed mean? A 47.5. What is H? 15. What is this? 29 divided by what? 30. So, this is 47.5. 15 will go here 2 times, 2 will go here 14.5 times, which is 62 is the answer. All of you look at the board. This is step deviation method. You will have additional column and you should be very careful in writing the third column and fourth column and fifth column. I will explain the same. All three methods I will explain once again. First copy down this, I will explain it. Step deviation method, first two given, third one you have done it, fourth one deviation, difference, and then UI, how to find UI? You have to divide each difference divided by this class interval size H. You get very easily simple numbers 1, 2, 3, minus 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 like that. In this method, multiplication part is very easy. Simplification part is very easy. How to simplify? How to carry out the answer? How to add it up? All these things are very easy in step deviation method. All of you copy down this. Given table, this is the table you have to carry out. Step deviation method, when asked, you must have to do this way only. There is no other go, then only you will be given full marks. Now, I will explain all the three methods one after another. First, look at direct method. What is the answer? 62. Here also we got 62 as the answer. Look at the answer, how we got it. Class interval, frequencies, mid values, multiplication, summing up the multiplications, total of the third column which you have written it. These are the two columns given. This is the column you have written. This is the next column you have written. This column must be added up. This is always 30. Remember that this is always 30. So after addition of that, direct formula sigma fi xi by sigma fi. This total divided by this total gives the direct answer. This is called direct method. Any doubt? When you are given a class interval of this kind and how to find the mean by direct method this way. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. Remember that. Next. What is the next method called? Assumed mean method. In assumed mean method, what is the additional column you got? Di. Multiply fi di. So, first two columns given, third column we have written, fourth column also we have written, and fifth column is product of these two. 2 into minus 30 is minus 60. Sum up 435 divided by 30. 435 divided by 30 gives 14.5. 14.5 is added to 47.5. You will get 62 is the answer. What is this method called? Assumed mean method. Why do you call it as assumed mean method? We have assumed one value 47.5 as A. Because we assumed it, this is called assumed mean method. In the earlier method, it was direct calculation, it is called direct method. In the next method, what we are going to do? Same answer you are going to get it. This is step deviation method. Additional column UI. How to get UI? What is the length of the class interval? 15. You must divide 30, minus 30 by 15, minus 2, minus 15 by minus plus 15, minus 1, 0 by 15, 0, 15 by 15, 1, 30 by 15, 2, 45 by 15, 3. You will get in this column somewhere 0, upward negative, downward positive. Just above 0 minus 1, below 0 plus 1. Above minus 1 you get minus 2. If at all any other, minus 3, minus 4 like that. Here 1, 2, 3 like that. And afterwards multiplication is very easy here. 2 into minus 2 minus 4. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. 7 into 0 is 0. 6 into 1 is 6. 6 into 2 is 12. 6 into 3 is 18. You add up this. 29 is the total. Divide 29 with 30. You have to multiply that with the class interval size. 25 minus 10. Add it up to 47.5. You get the answer 62. I hope you learnt finding the mean by 3 methods. In the examination, these 3 methods, out of these 3 methods, one method is compulsory. ఏదో ఒక మెథడ్ ఇస్తే స్పెసిఫిక్గా అదే మెథడ్లో చేయాలి. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ దే డోంట్ మెన్షన్ బై వాట్ మెథడ్, యూ కెన్ డూ బై ఎనీ మెథడ్, డైరెక్ట్ అస్యూమ్డ్ మీన్ మెథడ్ ఆర్ స్టెప్ డివియేషన్ మెథడ్. ఈ 3 మెథడ్స్లో మీకు ఇష్టం వచ్చిన మెథడ్లో చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఎనీ మెథడ్ యూ కెన్ డూ. ఇఫ్ మెన్షన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఇట్ బై దట్ మెథడ్ ఓన్లీ. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఫర్ గ్రూప్డ్ డేటా. Tabular form is given. You have to find the mean. 3 methods. Very, very, very important in the final examination. Definitely one 4 mark question, 100%. And ungrouped data, yesterday or in the previous classes you learnt about how to find the mean for ungrouped data. That is one 2 mark question. This is 4 mark question. Generally they don't mention. If mentioned, you have to do it. I hope you enjoyed learning. In the next part, we are going to take in the statistics mode median of statistics. collected data. This is mean. There are three: mean, mode, median. In mean, grouped data, ungrouped data. In ungrouped data, only one method. In grouped data, there are three methods again. You learned the three methods. I hope you enjoy learning. Bye for now. We will meet in the next class.